Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're looking at a coin called Golem, or it's actually GLM. So I think this coin is still undervalued despite having around 500 million market cap, and I think it could give a pretty hard time to RNDR and even BitTensor in the future. So I think it still does have a pretty good potential, and I think it actually deserves over 2 billion market cap. And let's just find out why is that. So first of all, what is Golem is basically an open source and decentralized platform where everyone can use and share each other's computing power without relying on centralized entities like cloud computing corporations. So basically this is an AI project where users can actually use computing power of other unutilized computing power, so that is pretty good. So as you can see, we have create, compute and earn. So whoever provides a computing power can actually earn as well, so which is pretty good. If you look at what is Golem, it is basically Golem Network is a decentralized platform that transforms the way we access and share computational resources. At its core, Golem connects users worldwide, enabling them to share their unused computing power or access additional resources as needed. So basically the provider is the computing power provider is called provider is a node that is sharing its temporarily unused computer resources for requesters within the Golem network in return for GLM tokens. So basically GLM token is required to get to use actually their network. So we also have a requester who actually uses the computing power. So as of now, this application has a lot of demand, or as you may already know, the AI is actually only starting. So AI requires a lot of computing power, so this is where this Golem actually comes into the play. So whoever does not need computing power, they actually can use others power using this Golem network, which is pretty big utility if you look at it in the long run. Beside that, if you look at the minds behind the Golem, we have a pretty big team as well. As you can see, the team actually is pretty big, so I think that actually matters as well in the future. So that means the development will be pretty good as well. So if we look at their GitHub, as you can see, their GitHub is pretty active. We have many we have many what is this we have many, as you can see, development going on behind the back, which is pretty good for the Golem in itself. So this is the Golem portal. This is a very interesting project. This is in the alpha version, so in the future I think this one does have a lot of potential. So this is basically a marketplace for dApps. This is upcoming platform will provide a bridge for individuals whom they use less technically proficient, allowing creators to easily share and monetize their decentralized products. So they'll provide users with seamless experience, making it easier than ever before to explore the fully potential of the Golem network. So basically there will be different dApps, and users can actually use these dApps and actually pay in a GLM token. And I think this will actually play an important role, because as of now there are a lot of AI applications which actually are scattered throughout the various regions. So I think if once this marketplace is live, we will have a lot of AI dApps actually getting listed here, and users can actually utilize and use those dApps using their platform. And I think that is a pretty big thing. And as you can see, as of now we only have 3 which are powered by the Golem factory, which is the Golem itself or the Golem network itself. So I think in the future, once we have more dApps and once this is in alpha, or even once this is released, I think this will actually make a lot of difference for this Golem coin. And I think that may actually include or even give the GLM token a pretty big boost as well. So this is a Golem roadmap, and I think this is what actually matters. So I think this will be the future pump points for the GLM coin. First of all, we have a GPU provider Linux. So this is still in the beta test, and it is expected to release in Q2. We also have gaming AI provider Gamer AI, which will be actually released in Q3 as well, and eventually in the Q4. We also have an open interface app, so which is also expected to release in Q3. And we also have Render GPU expected to release in Q4, and I think the AI models marketplace, which is also expected to release in Q4. I think this coin will actually start getting a lot of demand, or even a lot of eyes from the investors in Q3 or Q4. As you can see, most of their roadmap milestones are expected to come out in the Q4. So I think we actually have a pretty good time to accumulate this coin slowly in the various demand points as well, so which is pretty good. So this is actually how GLM coin is connecting and working in the ecosystem, which is pretty big. As you can see, we have a lot of new things coming soon as well. So I think this will actually matter, and I think GLM coin could have a lot of potential in the future as well because of this. So looking at the tokenomics of the GLM coin, at first it was called GNT, and it migrated to GLM in 2020, which as of now it's called GLM. So it has a total supply of 1 billion, as you can see, and more 1 billion is in the circulation, which is pretty awesome. And I think that is one of the reasons why it could actually do pretty good in the future as well. So it is a market cap of around 558 million as of now. And if we look at its availability, it's available on most of the exchanges, including Coinbase and Binance, even other exchanges if we look here. So that is pretty big. So the biggest volume it has, it's on the up bit, which you have to keep in mind. So beside that, GLM is an ERC20 token. It is also available on layer 2 solution as well, such as Polygon. It is a utility token. GLM is used to access the Golem network and is the currency used in the peer-to-peer transactions for renting either digital resources, including spare computing power. So basically this GLM is needed to use the computing power. That means that it has a very big utility, and that is pretty good actually. So beside that, if we look at its supply, as I said, it has a 1 billion supply, and so most of its all of it is in the circulation, which is pretty good. So I don't think that we have to actually care about the supply in the future, incoming supply or anything like that, so which is pretty big as well. So why GLM is coin pumping? As you can see, we have a pretty big pump here. And why is it pumping? So there was no recent news going on their Twitter or anything like that. So they did have a partnership with Ray, and beside that they did have a partnership with Ramp, and beside that we don't have anything actually going on when it comes to their announcement on their actually blog or anything like that. So nothing out of ordinary. But if we look at their stats, that is where the things actually change. As you can see, we have a pretty big growth when it comes to the providers nodes online. So as you can see, they went from 736 to 1900, which is a pretty big boost. And as you can see, we have computing power, which is actually peaking as of now, and I think that is also pretty big as well. So we did have a lot in the past, but as you can see, as of now we have a lot more usage as well because of many AI applications and that. So I think that is the most likely reason why it's actually going up as of now. And beside that, we have also a storage capacity, which has also gone over the board. As you can see, 439 TB, which is pretty big. So this is also the total memory, which is actually going pretty big as well. So these as of now we have around 22 providers, which are actually real-time tracking of the providers on the who are currently engaged in computing tasks for requests. So as you can see, these are actually pretty flat, but I think this will actually increase in the future. And this is a historical computing chart. As you can see, it actually peaked as of now. So I think that is the most likely reason why the Golem coin is actually pumping. And if we look at the online providers, we have a lot of providers going on in there, and you can also check the hardware as well, which is pretty good, I think. So they don't as you can see, we also have reputation and the price, which is pretty good as well. So I think this is why the coin could actually be pumping as well. So this is actually the providers pricing, so that the pricing is not that high, as you can see here. So I think that could actually be one of the reasons why the coin is actually pumping, and one of the reasons why the GLM has a lot of will have a lot of demand in the future, because of the computing power, and the need for the computing power is actually increasing day by day. So I think that will actually impact the GLM in the future as well. So if we look at its market cap and price, if we look here, so I think we do have a pretty good demand for the GLM token. As you can see, the demand is slowly increasing, which is pretty good. So looking at GLM price prediction and price analysis, I think the coin will actually have a lot of demand in the future, as we saw their roadmap. So I think once their roadmap is complete, I think we'll see a big demand coming from it, and I think this coin could actually trade above $2 billion or even more than that. I mean 2 billion market cap. So even if it does get 2 billion market cap, so its price will be around $2. As of now, I think its market cap has actually peaked around 700 million or even more than that. As you can see here, we actually have not seen 1 billion market cap as of now, so I think we may see it in the future, but as of now it seems like that it is still struggling to go up. So I think as the requirement for the computing is actually increasing, so the Golem will have a lot of demand in the future, but we need to see their roadmap actually getting finished. So they have been around since 2016, so I think their development has been pretty slow, but I think that will actually increase slowly as the team is increasing as well. So as of now, what I'm looking at is 71 cent is the biggest resistance they have, and what we are looking at the entries below there. So actually we can accumulate this coin in the long run, and we can actually get the profit when their roadmap is actually complete. So we are looking at Q3 or Q4 or Q3 of 2024 for the biggest pump it has ever seen. So I think to prepare for that, I think we need to get entries around the first entry which I'm looking at is actually around here. So I know it's way below here, but I think we actually have a pretty good entry around 31 to 30 cent, which is pretty good. If not, I think we can actually enter around this point, which is actually 25 to 23 as well, which is pretty good. If not, I think we do have a pretty good entry around 90. We do have a pretty good around just a second, so 21 to 20 cent as well. If not, I think we can actually enter below here, so which is the last entry which I'm looking at, which is around 16 to 15 cents. So I think we need to actually wait for these entries, and I think the coin will pay itself in the future or in the long run. So as of now, if it does want to go up, I think we need to actually break this downtrend, which is actually pretty strong if you look here. So as of now, it does not seems like that it could actually break it, but I think if it does break this downtrend, we could be heading towards $1, even towards 71 cent, or even actually hitting 77 cent. But this resistance or this downtrend is a pretty strong one as of now. So if we want to go up as of now, we need to break this one, and if you are looking at the long run, we have pretty good entries. So I think that this coin could actually hit $2 or even $3 in 2025. So that is a very much possibility, because of the requirement for the computing power is increasing, and the demand I think will be there to actually match that supply or that price in the future. So I think that is a very big possibility if their roadmap is complete. So I think we have to wait for their roadmap and announcement coming from them to actually pump this coin to new highs. So this was it. Thanks for watching. I will be back with more. If you like this video, please let me know in the comment below.